Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our help desk management system. So as you can see, this is our login screen. So I'm going to sign in. For those who are new to this channel, I'm going to give you an overview of what is happening here. So as you can see, this is our landing page. I'm going to provide the email and password. Then if I click sign in, then this will redirect me to the landing page. So on our dashboard, we have an overview of all the tickets. So you can see we are trying to provide some analysis of the tickets per category in terms of graphs, and also the tickets per subcategory in terms of graphs as well. And then you have a list of all our tickets. And as you can see, the statuses are also based on colors, and we have different statuses based on the tickets. Then you can also see we have the comments per the ticket. Then if you click on tickets sections, we have the recent tickets. So here you can see all the recent tickets that are there in the system. Then you can also see the assigned tickets. So here you can see we have the recent tickets. And at the top here, you can actually filter the tickets based on the user. You can also filter based on the category. So if I say hardware and click search, then it will actually give me all the hardware tickets. So you can see it has actually filtered. And I can as well select tickets category and also select the status, whether I want those that are assigned with status assigned. So let me just find, yes. Then if I click assign, it will search all those statuses based on that particular. So you can see we now have the main category and we have the subcategories. So this is the subcategory, they created by, and we have the status. So these are actually all the hardware tickets, and with the status assigned. Then the same way you can see all the assigned tickets. So if I click on the assigned tickets, we have the assigned tickets here. So this will also filter only the assigned tickets. So you can see these are the assigned tickets, and we have the statuses here and the number of comments. Then we also have the resolved tickets. So something went wrong there. So let me try to relaunch the app. So there we go. So this is the resolved tickets. So you can see these are all resolved tickets. Then if I just click closed tickets, so this will give me also all the closed tickets. So you can see this is the status. Then we have the ticket comments. So this will load all the comments based on the tickets. So you can see the description, the ticket, and created on and created by, and you can actually view the details of that particular comment. Then you have the tickets categories. So you can create the categories, that is the grouping on how you want. Then you have the subcategories. Then you have the subcategories on this other end as well. So you also have the audit trails. So everything that you are doing on our application, it is actually logged. So if I click audit trails, then you'll be able to see that you have a list of all audits. That is the action, the module, the affected table, the timestamp, the IP address, because we're actually using localhost, then the user. Then you also have the systems users. So these are all the users within the application. You can create a new user, and you can add users based on their first name, middle name, last name, phone number, email address, and you can save it. So you can see these are some of the details. Then you also have the system codes. So these are all the codes that are there in our application. So it's a way of grouping the options. That is the drop-down options instead of hard coding. So for example, you can see you have the gender, the marital status. So the marital status, it has different options, like you are married, you are single, you are divorced. The gender, you can also have different options, like that is the male and female. So if you go to system code details, then you'll be having now these particular options. That is the male and female as now the options for that particular group. So you can see here we have the male and female, and marital status, which was one of the system code, we have different options. So you can see you have married and single. Then you have the system roles. So you can add the system roles. So these are all the roles in the system. So you can create it. And you also have the departments. So these are now also the departments within the system. So today I want us to proceed and complete all the sections for filtering. So I now want us to add the filters that were pending. So for the comments, we had added the filters. So let's just see. So here on the comments. So you can see we have the comments. So we can actually add the filters at the top. So let's just go back to our code. So I'm going to copy. So let's copy what we had on the index page. So this is what we have on the index page. So I'm going to borrow this. Let me try to zoom. So I'm going to borrow that, then go to the comments index. Then we can add this. So here on the comments, we can only have the description. So let's just add the description. And I think we'll need to change some few items. So you can see here, we can say description. So you can just have description. You can also have created by ID, and that is let's just check on our model. So let's just go to our comments model. So we should be able to see that. So here we have the created by, and you also have the created on. So here we have the description. So let's just go back here. So here we want to have, so I'll just choose here, net model. So we can do that. There are not many. So we can do it on our, let's just copy what we had done on our index. I'm going to copy this. So let's just start with the categories. So ticket categories, we add that. So let's just add this. Then, so let's just remove this. So this one, we can add, can close it here. So if we format, that is it. Then you have the subcategories. So for the subcategories, we can add this here. Then you can do this here. Then we do that. So here we should be able to have that. So the same way we can also add for system codes. So we can add the system codes one. Then we can also close it down here. So I'm going to format. Then also we can do the same thing on system code details. So we can add system code details. So we can also close it here. We can format it. Then we can also have, for roles. So we are just adding the data table. So ensure you have the data table on your app. So, and in case you need to have the source code, you can claim the source code using the link below. So which actually gives us a humble motivation to actually ensure that we do more of these videos. So I'm going to replace it there. Then I'm also going to close it. So if we format it, then let's just do that. Let's also do on our audit trails as well. So we just want to have our data table. Then we can do this here. So if we do that, let's now launch our app, or we can just update. Then you should be able to see now we have our data table here on our ticket categories. Then we have it on our subcategories across the system. So you can see we now have our data table. You can search because these are not many records. Then you also have it on our audit trails. So you can see on our audit trails now, it is paginated. Then you also have it on our system users. I think we did not add it on system users. Let's just add it. So we have the system users. So where is it? Where is it? System users. So I'm going to do it here. So let's just add it here. Sorry. So let's copy one from our ticket categories. So that is it for the system users. We need to add it here. Then we can close it here. So if we close it in format, then we should be good. So if we update our app, then we will be able to see our data table here. Then we have the system codes. As you can see, it has a data table, system code detail, system roles, then you have the departments. So that is it. So we've added all this, but now there is a particular, so there is something that I want us to do. So I want us to change my background color to look something like this. So I want us to change, I like these Blazor colors, so I'm going to use them on our app. So I'm going to change these Blazor colors. So to do that, I'm going to our layout, then under aside, so here, then I'll actually add now my colors. So you can see here, I'm doing style, background image, then linear gradients, then I'm going to add that, then that will replace now my background colors. So if I do that, then if you open our app, it should now look something like this. So this is how now my app will look like. So this is my background color. So I also want to change this other section, the top navigation bar. So I'm also going to add the same thing. So on the top navigation bar, I'll be adding it on our nav header. So this is the header. So let me just check. Yes. So this is the header. So on the header, I'll also add it. But now I'm going to interchange. So we can just have it that way. So let's just update and see. So if we do that, we should expect this to change. So let me just see. So we should actually add it on our nav bar. So let's just add it on our nav bar here. Here. So I'll just add it there. Update our app. So I'm trying to change this top bar here. You can see it is actually changed. So but now this one is not kind of looking good. So I want it to, so we can actually change this to something else. So let's just do here. Oh, can say this is 30. Can say this is 60. So then we can do here. So let's just update and see. So I want to have these as white help desk. So if we go back here, so let's just undo this. We leave it at that. But now our help desk, this one I think we should have it as H5. Then we can say, can actually have these as can say style, color. You can have it as white. So you can say white. So if we update it, you'll notice our app. So that is now how our app looks like. So you can actually even have these as let's say 3. So if we update, then you should be able to see that our application now looks this way. So then we have this particular section. So I think there's something wrong here. We need to close this. Yes, that's cool. Then that one, Then should remove this. Should have that. So let's just try now to update and see. Let's just update. Yeah, there's something wrong. Let's undo. So this is so we should close that. I think this was let's just see, should be that, this one, that one, and you should close it somewhere here. Yeah, so if we do this, that is it, and close it here. So then this one, we should actually close something here. We had this one, so we should close it here. So if we save and update, let's just update and see. So you can see this is now okay. Then we have, so here we have this one. So if we, let me also change this background for these two. So we have the user, which is so this is it. So here, so we can also have the same color. We can say background, can do style. So I can have different style here. Sorry. So I can say style, say background, color. So my background color, I'm going to have it as I'm going to have this particular color. So let me just copy it. So I'm going to have this. Then I can just say important. So the same way, so if we do that and update, then you'll notice that this particular section changes from white. So the what is that? So this is admin. So yes. So the background color here, let's remove that. I think it should be somewhere here. This one. Let's add it here and see. So if we update, I want to change this from white. There we go. So you can see this is now my background color. That is how it looks. So this is how now our application looks. And you can always play around with the colors. So you can see we have the dark mode and the light mode. So this is now how our app looks. So if we go to the dashboard, so if we click the dashboard, you'll now be able to see that this is how our application looks. So we've just changed some of the background colors and we want our application to look this way. So I'm going to leave this here for today. So let's just catch up on our next video. For those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and see you in our next video. Bye.